For instance, Buddha lived 500 years before Jesus and didn't teach saviorship. He taught something that was close to that. It was called the Bodhisatva vow, where there was a vow that was taken that I will not, it goes like, I will not leave until everyone is able to leave. But it had the idea that everyone was not you. It was somebody else that you would stay and save because, or not save, but you would help because they're not you. But when Jesus came, he gave a message that we are all the same thing, we all have the same source, and that the Creator is not the source of what you're experiencing. And that you can be saved from your own hell by one who knows the nature of reality. By sharing that nature of reality with you, you will discover, should you be willing, that there is only one experience, one experiencer. And that activity of sharing, that recognition, while the illusion is still undergoing its final moment, allows one to be recognized as a savior and one to be recognized as saved. And when they both fulfill that role, they recognize there is no two roles. But only when the roles have been completed. Only when one says, okay, I will be saved. And when one says, okay, I will not be arrogant any longer, I will be what my Father created, and I will include the one who wants to be saved who has also been saying the same crappy stuff I've been saying. You follow what I'm saying? When the two play their roles, and it doesn't matter which ones of anybody chooses which ones. They just have to be played truly. Right? They just have to be played truly. The one who wants to be saved must see and allow the perfection of another to enter into their awareness. The one who's willing to play the role as Savior must see the one being saved as himself. And then you have a match. And it doesn't matter what you call that, with saviorship and students or disciples, but those are words that we can use in order to indicate how time can end. Do you understand what I'm saying? Not to get locked into the words, but to look at what the activity that is possible in the mind. And then you can take a look as to whether or not you would like the experience that goes along with that possibility. And then you look for where that possibility becomes completed in your own mind. Whether it be Jesus or anybody else, is there one individual you will stop judging? One. Can you find one that you're willing to stop your judgments with? That one would be called the Savior. You, in your willingness to stop judging that one individual, would then be saved. And in that activity, both will recognize that that's not what they are. They're not a Savior, and they're not saved. They are home in heaven. But that's the activity that's required while you're thinking something other than that. Because that's what ends the thinking that is other than that. I know. See, I know this sounds really simple, and I know it kind of sounds religious or whatever because of what Christianity has done to the demonstration of resurrection and ascension by Jesus. I understand all that. But somewhere you have to be able to stop your judgments, to let go of your grievances around religions and Jesus and Christianity and Buddhism and Hinduism and the Muslims. You just have to really take a look at what that is doing to you. What that activity is actually providing to the you that is involved in that activity. Somewhere you have to take a clear look. See the result you're getting. Not be happy with that result. And then open to something else.